What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Fortnite, and in this basics guide, if you will, we're going to talk about the skill trees or skills in the research tree and how you get them and what they do for you. Okay, it's real simple actually, and this is going to be part of a series of guides on some of the basics. So you've got two different things. You got your skill trees and you got your research trees. Now, in the beginning, you have none, of course. Research tier is a timed tier. Okay, this is timed based. This is based on the amount of time that you're in game, and this accumulates per hour over and over and over. And you go in and you pull those research points and you open up different parts of your trees over time. This is time gated. There's no real way around it. You can increase your per hour. You can increase your max storage. As you see right now, my maxed research point storage is at 5325. If I collect it, I can collect up to 5325. The max storage available during the timing per hour pickup is 2130 for me, and per hour I'm at 108 per hour in terms of stored points. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect those. Maybe? There it goes. Okay, just took a moment. And you'll see my points now up to 1996. Okay, so now it's going back to per hour, 108 per hour. Now it's got one stored. It'll keep storing those over time. And basically all you're going to do, obviously in the beginning, you're going to be on Research Tier 1. You'd start at Research Tier 1 and you'll go through them and you'll look at different things to increase. And basically you're going to want to unlock everything anyway. It's just time gating. You want to look through here and say, okay, I'm looking for something in particular. Like in this case, the slot attribute for unlocking the Tracer slot in the Fire Team Alpha. Okay, over here, the EMT squad slot, the Engineer Corps squad slot, the Scouting Party squad slot. Those are things that you're definitely going to be interested in. There's plenty of other stuff like backpack size, expedition powers. These things that we'll talk about later, offensives, party offensive increases, and all of these things will actually increase your home base power, which we will talk about in a future video. So please stay tuned for that if you're confused about future or about home base power. Okay, but basically, so you're going to constantly gain these research points, and you just kind of keep coming back in and unlocking them. Now the first nodes here. All of these nodes in this series are 800 research points, and initially you only get 1600 max, if I remember correctly. So you're going to have to keep logging in consistently to collect those to be able to put them in the beginning. Now, as I'm in Tier 2 at this point, at the first node, when you unlock it, you can see my research point increase by 3725, bringing me up to that 5325. And then the research generation is now at 1065. That's my limit increase here. Okay. As well as once you get into your actual skill trees, in skill tree 2, you can see right here, I can increase the research generation. So the original research generation is 54 per hour. Now by unlocking this skill, I've got it up to 108, so I've doubled it. I've doubled my max storage and my research points, and it's just a matter of me going in, not here in the skill tree, but in the research tree as such. I can just come over here and say, okay, I want to unlock this one. It's 1600 to purchase it, so I'll just click it and I unlock it. Now I'm able to come over here to the Closed Team Alpha squad slot or over to the Offensive squad slot. So it's just a matter, again, research tier is all time based. It's time gated. Nobody has any kind of an advantage in this case. It's time gated. You can't make it go any faster. You can just help to increase the maximum points in the process. Now, skill trees. Okay, this is how you level up all your characters and get extra stuff that you're doing in the game, if you will. And it expands. And you'll notice that there's tons of different stuff in the beginning. Constructor leadership. Each one does something different. Harvesting tools, survivor squads. A lot of this stuff you're going to actually pick up right off in the tutorial. You'll pick up enough skill points right here to be able to go through this first area, this first single string really quickly. Okay, unlock the mission defenders and the heroes. Okay, and then you're going to come out here and you're going to be able to, let me see if I can. Okay, you'll come out here and you'll see that it starts to branch out. So now I unlock my expedition power, which is another issue, another thing to talk about. But I can unlock the survivor squad, the techs. Come over here, party fortitude. I'm gonna unlock fire team alpha leader and survivor. Okay, skill trees help increase your home base power, which you just saw went up for me as I increased my research points. I added to the research tree, so that increases that, but we'll talk about that later. But basically, you're going to go through all this, and these are not time-gated. These are based off of your gameplay. Okay, so every time I play a mission, if I come back over here, I'm looking at every time I'm playing a mission. If I come over to my map, say I come into here, okay, every time I play a mission, I earn points at the end of the mission. You know, my rewards, and that adds to the skill points. You can earn skill points by playing missions, basically. 2, 3, 4, depends upon how well you do in the missions. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, all that stuff. You can earn them from the boxes, the crates that you win at the end as well, the chests. So you can also earn skill points through quests, depending upon what some of the quests are. Right now, none of my quests have skill points available, but you can get skill point. There we go, right here. Storm Shield 7, skill point. Okay, so I can get skill points this way as well. And all these are going to allow you to basically come in here and unlock your skill trees faster, and allows you to be more powerful, grows your survivor teams, grows your home base power, so forth and so on. And that's your basic rundown in terms of the skill trees. If you have questions about the skill trees, please do leave comments below. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to have a home base power video. Then we'll go through squads and heroes and explaining the armory and all that stuff as well in separate videos, so it's easier for you to understand. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later.